Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Evolutionary Soul Tower's weekly inspirational soul food, where we help you to light the way to change on your soul path journey. I'm Desiree, and so glad to be here with you to share another special channeled message from Spirit to help support and guide you on your soul path journey. So let's talk a little bit about how I get these messages. Prior to coming into these recordings, I go into a special meditation, after which I then go into a reading for the collective, whereby my energy is pure and connected to source energy. After those readings, I then do the written form of the channeled message so that I can read that to you during these recordings and then show you the actual cards so you can see how I got the message. From the message, there is a question that will be posed to you that you then can take to your own meditations and ask Spirit about. From your meditations, you can then integrate the information that I have provided you from Spirit with your own, and then use that along your own unique soul path journeys. All right? That's how we'll do that, so that you then can be a cooperative component to the spiritual connection on your soul path journey. Okay? So let's first read you the message. So we'll jump right into that. And then I'll go ahead and show you the cards and then give you the question. All right? So you've been through a difficult season of lessons when it comes to conflict and challenges in karmic relationships, collective. These lessons have led to a vast amount of expansion and growth of the soul from a higher learning perspective, even though the process may have been a bit worrisome and sometimes a bit painful. As you were standing your ground in those situations that you didn't understand, you were forced to rely on Spirit to steady you and bring balance to your emotional body, oftentimes by way of very chaotic circumstances because information was hidden from you. But even still, you plowed through those hard lessons to build a foundation that was stable in your life as you cut away things that no longer served you positively, taking back authority over your own life. As you continue along your soul's journey through this transformation process that is occurring, it's bringing you back into a place and alignment of abundance, independence, and prosperity, where you will eventually walk through a portal where you will have turned the wheel of fortune towards your success and fulfillment. And celebration and joy will be at hand for you because you deserve it. All right? That is the channeled message. Now let's talk through the actual cards that I pulled. All right, so the first card that I pulled from the Starseed Oracle deck is Portal. All right, and on that card it says, doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card. Okay, the second card I pulled was Karmic Relationships. That card says, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. The third card that I pulled, Fall into My Arms. That card says, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. The fourth card that I pulled, and yes, we had quite a few today, is Lifting the Veil. And that card says, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. All right. And then the final card I pulled was Wait. And that card said, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. All right, so let's talk through this. So clearly you've been going through a transformation in your emotional body. And just in general, you've been going through a transformation, all for purpose, okay? Your soul has been growing and expanding and your relationships have been those that have helped you to expand in your soul, and on your soul path journey, causing for you this transformation that you've been going through. Okay? Where you've been cutting away. You've been cutting away. Been working at this now, working hard at cutting away things so that you can become the authority, person, figure, leader over your own life. That's what our Emperor is showing. And our Queen of Wands is showing, hey, I'm cutting things away that are no longer serving me. I'm working hard doing it as I take more control over my life. Okay? So you've been standing your ground. You've been standing your ground as Spirit has been balancing you and balancing your emotional body as you steady yourself, as you go through these actual events and situations in your relationships, right? And I can say that much of the information that you had to go through or had to deal with, in many instances, you didn't have enough information, which is why you had to rely on Spirit, which is why Spirit was there for you to help you as you went through those kinds of situations, which is why they were there, and you had to trust them as you were going through the process, right? Surrender to them. And as you did all of that, you were opening yourself up to this portal of open doors to your abundance as you turn the wheel of fortune towards your success and fulfillment. But all of this could not have happened if you did not go through this transformation, right? Transformation was essential for you to get to that place of abundance where it could shift you into this place of abundance. And as a result, success and fulfillment, where you could then celebrate the joy of walking through this portal. So those are the messages that we have for you. So this was, while it was a painful situation that you may have had to go through in your lessons that you learned in your relationships, the reality is it transforms you, or is transforming you, into this Empress who is abundant. She's abundant, right? Sorry. She's abundant and has what she needs. She's shifting into this place where now she can walk through this portal, right? So that she can walk through that portal. Those are your messages today. And I'm so glad that I could be here to share them with you. Let's check out the question, okay? So the question today is, you've been through it, collective, but what specific changes do you see in yourself as you reflect on the lessons learned from karmic relationships as you transform from the old to the new? Again, what specific changes do you see in yourself as you reflect on the lessons learned from karmic relationships as you transform from the old you to the new? That's the question. That's the question. And just so you know, that question also sits in the corner of your screen down at the bottom of this message so that you can actually pose that question to yourself in your own meditations. And you will come up with an answer. Spirit will give you something, as they always do. And you can integrate that with this message today so that then you can actually find a way or a message that you can use to carry you through your unique soul path journeys. Okay? So that's the message that I have for you to do today. And it's been wonderful to be with you again. I have enjoyed it immensely and always love coming to you sharing these kinds of messages. If you find that this message was insightful for you, I ask you to like, share, and subscribe, as well Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you receive all the posts that I put up each week, okay? We'll see you next week. And thank you again for joining me on Evolutionary Soul Towers, weekly inspirational soul food, where we help you to light the way to change on your soul path journey. And remember, the light has already won. We'll see you again next week. Take care.